Hey there everybody, the Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back to some more Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis? Blah? Yep, that's right, and here we are in World 2, the Marble Zone, and it's got this kind of I don't know, ancient Rome, Greek kind of a theme to it. Lots of lava, and lots of these stupid caterpillars that I hate so much. Oh, man, the difficulty in this stage is just ridiculous. Like, it's as if it were to say, oh, I hope you enjoyed playing the first 5 minutes of the game, because now we're going to destroy you. And that's seriously what it seems like. The difficulty level here just like, bam, skyrockets. So there's a lot of platforming here. We're not going to have as much of those just jump around, do whatever the hell you want kind of a moments in this world. Spikes everywhere, so many traps, so much stuff out here that wants to kill you. It's, man, I didn't even practice this level that much because I thought it would not be that much more difficult than the first world was, but man, was I in for a rude awakening. I mean, the levels are so much longer too. I mean, I did start this one at like, the time was already at like 30 seconds in when I saved the state of it, but man, these levels are going to take quite a bit longer. I might have to start breaking up worlds into 2 videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to, but it's definitely a possibility for that. So here's the Marble Zone. I mean, there's not much to it. There's just a lot of stuff that's going to kill you like that. Jesus, it's going to hurt you so badly. Oh man, one thing that kind of bothers me about this is the way that the invincibility works, because you really don't get a lot of invincibility. When you take a hit, it's like there for like a second. It seems like it's a lot less than in Mario, I would say. But oh well, I mean, this isn't Mario, so it's no use trying to compare the two. But yeah, that's the first level. I mean, it's easy enough, but everything's pretty much going to take what we saw in this level and build off of it, which is just going to be so painful to watch and go through. But oh man, I'm going to really have to practice the third world, because that's just this is much tougher of a game than I thought it was going to be. Seriously. Really surprised. But, whoa, that was close. Lots of fireballs here. Little plunger, bring this down. I hate those little plunger things, actually. Oh, here we have to do a lot of walking on the lava. It's a little bit tougher, because Sonic just naturally, wants to move fast. Not only that, but the way that I had set up my controller, I couldn't get the D-pad to work with the Genesis emulator that I'm using. I don't know why, but it just goes right, it like defaults to the analog stick. So I'm using an analog stick to play this game, which doesn't help me any. Oh, here's a pretty cool part. This is where you get be chased down by the lava. Whoa, it's actually really a pretty easy part. I don't think there's any chance that lava's gonna run into you, but you know, it's something fun. Here we get to do some oh damn, thought I could fall right on that. Jeez, I really got to work on the way that Sonic moves. Sonic moves, Sonic moves. Was that the song? I don't remember. Sonic's had so many like ridiculous songs in all of his games, it seems like. I don't know why that's like a staple of Sonic. And I hate these caterpillars so much. You have to jump like directly on their head, and then little pieces of their body can still hit you after you killed them, which is, you know, great. Just what I really need, you know. But seriously, those caterpillars, pain in the ass. Anyhow, so now we're gonna have these little lava guys that are shooting us up, and right now they're just kind of here to show us. I mean, it's good how they kind of like bring you into the elements of the game, but there's a lot more trial and error here than there is in a Mario game, that's for certain. I mean, a lot of Mario levels you can just kind of play through them your very first time and get through them without any trouble at all. Not to say that's always true. I actually think there's a secret down there if you go down that way. I believe in one of my practice runs I got that, but here I didn't, so just point that out. But otherwise, I was thinking of some other Sonic games that I played, and I realized I've actually played a lot of Sonic Spinball for the Game Gear. I don't know if that really counts very much as a Sonic game, but back when we had a Game Gear, which we actually, you know, completely forgot about that. Just like, I would never think of my first Sega system, I think the Dreamcast. But it was actually the Game Gear. We got it way back when, because I think we were going to like some summer camp, me and my brother that is, going to a summer camp, and a lot of the kids there had it, and it was in color, and it was like, holy shit, it's in color, man, but you know, it does take 6 AA batteries, so it's kind of a pain in the ass, but I played a lot of Sonic Spinball back in the day. Still, I thought it was a really fun game. Good, like, action elements in an actual pinball game, which is cool, you don't see that very often. One other cool thing I'll say about Sonic is, his star power, or whatever we want to call it, invincibility, lasts definitely a lot longer, I think, than Mario's does. So that's a huge plus, is that it actually counts for something, because I remember, you know, playing like a game like Super Mario Bros. 3, for instance, where you'll fight those little Hammer Brothers, and you'll get a star, and then it'll be like, oh, wow, I got a star, like, you know, I'm never going to really use that, and here, it's like, if you get if you find the, whatever, sparkly power, I don't know what the hell to call it, it actually does you a lot of good. Here you can keep going to the right, or you can go to the left. I'm not sure if this is more of a shortcut or not. I kind of think it is. That's why I prefer to go this way. It's a little bit more treacherous as well. And these stupid plunger things that go up into the air. Sonic, if he gets crushed, he is dead. He doesn't just, like, his rings don't just fly out of him or anything like that. He is dead. There's no coming back from that, which I think is a little cheap. Especially since it takes Sonic so long to get momentum. You know, especially a lot longer than it takes Mario to get momentum. But then Sonic also carries his momentum a lot longer than Mario does, so, I mean, it really is night and day comparing the two to one another. A lot more of this, you know, Sonic not going fast, just slowly, you know, sitting on these bricks. And I remember, oh, this is the first time I got to this part, I was just like, WTF, man, because I jumped to the left there. But you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to wait for the second geyser, and then jump to the right. If you jump to the left, you're gonna take a hit and probably be dead. And I hate it when a game does something like that, so that's my biggest, like, nitpick about this level in particular. But, and these things that fall, and the fire shooting things, and the spikes that come out of the walls, and you don't know that they're there until the last minute. Ugh. Stupid red plungers. Oh, don't hit me. Jeez. See, if it would have hit that, it would have knocked me right back into the caterpillar. I mean, this game just, like, oh, gives you almost no breaks whatsoever. Man, I seriously, like, I think I'd probably be a better gamer now if I had grown up with this than Mario. And you really have to look for the checkpoints, those balloons there. Like, those aren't just, like, going through the normal course of the stage. They always seem to be, like, hidden off to the side somewhere. But, man, I don't know. I'm learning a lot, at least, about Sonic. What it means to really play a Sonic game, because, you know, when I think Sonic, I just think fast movement. Quick blast processing and stuff. Like, whoa, see right there, I could have easily died from that plunger. Like, gosh, man, it doesn't help that they don't give you much room to work with. So here, this part was kind of tricky the first time I did it. You want to activate that bottom blue block and this one as well. Well, the one on top actually just helps. You need to get that one on the bottom though, or else I don't even know if you can make that jump. And then if you see spikes coming, just wait there. Don't even try to jump up because, oh, see, that happens too. Yeah, that's very fair, game. Thank you. May I have another? Ugh. But anyhow, slowly but surely we'll make it through this level of death. Man. I do remember the very first time I played a Sonic game, I think. Well, I don't know if it was my first time, but it was a really cool time in my life. I had my first, like, best friend ever. I think in first grade. Like, I think it was my first, like, sleepover ever, at my house at least. I also remember the first time I had a sleepover at his place. That was a pretty cool time, too. I watched a lot of HR Puffin stuff really late at night. It's kind of creepy now that I think about it. But the cool thing about it was I had a Super Nintendo and he had a Genesis, and so he brought his over and we had both of them hooked up to the TV. And now, you know, now I've got 4 systems hooked up to my TV, you know, that I can play at any time. But man, I was just like freaking Christmas morning or something like that, being able to play Genesis and then turn it off, play Super Nintendo and vice versa. Oh, that was such a cool time. But anyhow, see, here towards the end of the level, they really start to just like go crazy with the amount of spikes that they have, and the flames aren't so bad, but the spikes, they just come out of nowhere. There's no way of telling. Like, at least if like the ground was a different color, then stuff like that would not happen, and you get sent all the way back and have no rings. I might as well grab this one, I suppose. Like, really, you gotta have rings. If you don't, you're screwed. Man, but seriously, I wish there should be some sort of an indicator, even if it's a really slight one, just to know that's going to be there, because otherwise, man, this game is just so much trial and error. And then this ending gauntlet here, man, just have to jump on these columns. That's actually not that difficult, but it's still a pain. And then, oh, jump right into a fireball. Yay. Oh, jeez, get out of there. Oh, I thought it was dead for sure right there. Oh, come on, settle down, guys. Alright, checkpoint, and we'll do a leap of faith. No, not good enough. One thing I can say for this game, though, is it seems that, that Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, whatever you want to call him, he's pretty easy as a boss. I don't know if he gets really tough later on. I mean, hopefully he stays easy throughout, because the first world he's easy, this world he's not much more difficult. He just goes back and forth shooting fire. You just have to be on the right platform to not get hit by it, and that's really it. And boom, there he goes, without too much of a fight. So, at least that's kind of like, you know, you get to the point you don't have to worry, you get to the boss, you don't have to worry that much about what's coming up. Hit the little plunger, and boom! All the furry woodland creatures run back into their happy homes here in, I don't know, ancient Rome, I guess. Sonic has passed Act 3. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for me this time, guys. Man, this is only going to get more brutal from here on out. But thanks a lot for watching. Next time, we'll go through World 3. This has been the Johnny Cage. Please like, comment, subscribe if you have not. And I'll talk to all of you awesome people tomorrow.